Yes, so hello guys, welcome back to another edition of Sports Update Ghana. And coming up in this edition, Ghanaian player Abdul Fattah Issahaku scored for Leicester City in their game against Sheffield Wednesday in the English Championship, and we're going to check out how Fattah Issahaku managed to score this beautiful goal for Leicester City on Wednesday night football. But some unfortunate news is that Black Stars winger Kamaldeen picked up an injury in Southampton's game against Bristol City. We also have updates on some Ghanaian players who were involved in action in the UEFA Champions League. I'm talking about Abdul Salih Samed, who played for RC Lens in their 6-0 defeat to Arsenal, as Edin Ketia, the player of Ghanaian descent, came on as a substitute to play for Arsenal in that particular game. But also another player of Ghanaian interest, that is Kobbie Mainoo, also made a substitute appearance for Manchester United in their 6-goal thriller against Galatasaray. We'll be checking out his performance as well here on Sports Updates Ghana. Before we do all that, please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's start on the good note with Abdul Fattah Issahaku, who was handed a starting role in Leicester City's away game against Sheffield Wednesday in the English Championship. The Ghanaian player was deployed as a right winger wearing the jersey number 18. Well, Fattah Issahaku was partnering with legendary Leicester player, that is Jamie Vardy, up front, but it was Fattah Issahaku who scored the only goal for Leicester City in this game. As early as the 23rd minute, that was when Abdul Fattah Issahaku announced his presence on the pitch with such a fine goal in the game. Well, due to copyright, I'm unable to bring you highlights of the goal, but I'll paint a picture of how Fattah Issahaku managed to score a goal. So the ball was picked up from the left side of attack, and Leicester City's player decided to send in a nice cross into the box. There was nobody to head the ball, and the ball fell to Fattah Issahaku, who was left on mark, and he chased the ball and smashed the ball right into the net, giving Leicester City the lead in the game as early as the 23rd minute. Leicester City held on to that particular goal for a long time till injury time in the 90th minute, when they conceded a late goal thanks to Jeff Hendrick, who scored the equalizer for Sheffield Wednesday for the match to end 1-1. Nonetheless, it was a good performance for Abdul Fattah Issahaku, who scored his second goal since joining Leicester City in the English Championship. He was by far one of the best performances for Leicester City in the game and was rated 7.4 for his performance in the game. The Ghanaian winger was substituted in the 60th minute, and that was how Fattah Issahaku performed for Leicester City in their game. Well, now let's move on and do some more. And Black Stars winger Kamaldeen got injured for Southampton in their game against Bristol City. The Ghanaian player, who made his return from injury quite a while ago and has now cemented a place in Southampton's starting lineup, unfortunately got injured in the game against Bristol City on Wednesday night football. Kamaldeen was deployed as a winger in the game as he was handed a starting role. The winger unfortunately went down injured in the first half around the 35th minute for Southampton in their game against Bristol City. Well, the Ghanaian winger, that is Kamaldeen immediately called for medics to check on him before limping off and clutching his hamstring as he went down the tunnel, and he was quite disappointed after getting injured in the game. He was getting the rhythm, and unfortunately this injury seems to have worried him. Well, I'm sure the AFCON is what is on his mind now, and getting injured is a big worry for Kamaldeen at this particular point in time. We wish him a speedy recovery and hope that the injury is not a serious issue. But let's go to the UEFA Champions League, where there was some action. Yes, Arsenal took on RC Lens in their game at the Emirates, and guess what? Abdul Salih Samed was handed a starting role in RC Lens game against Arsenal. Well, the result was such a bad one for RC Lens as they lost the game by 6-0. Yes, 6 goals. That was how Mikel Arteta's Arsenal defeated Al Hilal. Well, for Abdul Salih Samed, he was rated 6.5 for his performance in the game. It was not a so good performance, and he was substituted in the game around after the first half. And Abdul Salih Samed, well, we hope that his team will be able to bounce back from this defeat and hopefully see if they can make it to the Europa League or make it to the next round of the UEFA Champions League. So that is the performance for Abdul Salih Samed over there. But on the part of Arsenal, well, they didn't play Thomas Partey in this game due to injury, but it was Edin Ketia who came on to play as a substitute in the 82nd minute, replacing Gabriel Jesus in the game. Well, for Edin Ketia, he was not on the score sheet as by the time he had come on, well, Arsenal had scored all 5 goals thanks to the goals scored by Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, and Martin Odegaard. And finally, Jorginho added the 6th goal in the 86th minute. So Edin Ketia did not get a goal in the game, but Mikel Arteta's side were very happy with this victory. And now let's end with Kobbie Mainoo, the English player of Ghanaian descent. He was in action for Manchester United in their UEFA Champions League game against Galatasaray. It was an away fixture, and Kobbie Mainoo came on as a substitute, replacing Moroccan player Amrabat in the game around the 58th minute. Before his coming on, Manchester United were leading the game by 3-1 thanks to goals from Alejandro Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, and Scott McTominay. But shortly after he came on, Hakim Ziyech scored the 2nd goal in the game. Then Galatasaray managed to get their equalizer in the 71st minute. Nonetheless, Kobbie Mainoo put up such a good performance in the game, and well, the Ghanaian player of English descent is such a good player, and we hope that he continues with such a great performance. And for his ratings, well, this was how Kobbie Mainoo was rated in the game after playing just about 30 minutes of action in the game. He played 32 minutes of action in the game and was rated 6.6 for his performance. I like how he often does the defensive duties work and often gets his passes on point, and that is why I like Kobbie Mainoo, and he's a great chap. Hope that he gets more playing time at Manchester United. The results didn't go down well for Manchester United, and we hope that in the coming days the Red Devils, who went to the Turkish hell, will be able to come out of the dungeon and get their victory and qualify to the next round of the UEFA Champions League, or they'll be playing in the Europa League. Well, that's how we wrap up here on Sports Update Ghana. It's an absolute delight coming your way with the Sports Update. Thanks for doing the watching. Please do as the handle, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. See you in the next one. I'm out.